All right, so we're going to review polygons. So the kind of important information that you need. All right, so we're just going to review some of the information about polygons that you need. So the sum of the interior angles, remember interior is on the inside. So you take the number of sides in, subtract it from, and then subtract 2, and then multiply that by 180. And remember that gives you what all the angles of any polygon should add up to be, okay? And so an exterior angle of a regular polygon, remember exterior is on the outside. And remember that a regular polygon is one where all the sides and all the angles are the same, okay? So if you want to find one missing exterior angle, you just need to do 360 divided by the number of sides it has. Because remember that all exterior angles add to 360. So you can add that over here. All exterior angles add up to 360. Okay, so then the sum of the exterior angles is all 360. Remember the sum of interior angles, you need to find it because it varies for shape. And so now if you need the exterior angle of a regular polygon, just do the 360 divided by the number of sides, and that gives you one exterior angle. All right, so now if you need to find the number of sides given one inside angle, so you're given an interior angle, what you want to do is find the exterior angle. And remember, in order to find an exterior angle, if you're given an interior angle, you just do 180 minus the interior angle because the interior angle and the exterior angle are a linear pair, okay? And then so once you find the exterior angle, you're going to do 360 divided by the exterior angle, and that'll give you the number of sides, okay? And then over here, find the missing angle of a polygon if other interior angles are given. So first of all, you need to figure out what does that polygon, what do the interior angles have to add up to be. So remember, you're going to use that n minus 2 times 180 to find the sum of the interior angles. And then you're going to subtract off all the angles that they already gave you on the interior. And then whatever's left over is what the missing angle on the inside should be, okay? All right, so we're going to go over these 6 example problems just so you have a better understanding of what's going on, okay? So this first one, it says, what is the value of x in the pentagon above? So these are all interior angles, and we're trying to find one interior angle given the rest of the interior angles. So first of all, we need to figure out what the sum of this shape is. So it's a pentagon, so we need to find the sum. Remember, it's equal to the number of sides minus 2 times 180. So this has 5 sides, so S is equal to 5 minus 2 times 180. And so 5 minus 2 is 3. And so if you do 3 times 180, you get 540. So all the angles inside the polygon should add up to 540. Okay? So now I have 4 out of the 5, so I'm just going to subtract them off. So I'm going to do 540 minus 90, minus 90, minus 105, minus 100. And whatever's left over is what x will be. So when you do 540 minus 90, minus 90, minus 105, minus 100, you get 155. So x is equal to 155 degrees. If you like equations better, you could set it up like x plus 105 plus 90 plus 90 plus 100 equals 540. And then if you still solve for x, you would still get the same thing of 155. Okay? So x is 155 degrees. All right, next example. Problem 2. What is the measure of the interior angle ABC of the regular polygon shown? All right, so we want this shape here, this angle right here, ABC. And because it's an interior angle, and we only want one, and we know it's a regular polygon, you know they're all the same. So we need to figure out what all of them add up to be, and then divide by the number we have to figure out what one of them is. So now we got to figure out, well, how many sides does this have? So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Has 10 sides. So we're going to do Remember, to find the sum equals 10 minus 2 times 180. So 10 minus 2 is 8, and then you do 8 times 180. So everything inside of there should add up to 1440. But I only want to know one interior angle, and since there's 10 of them, I'm going to do 1440 divided by 10. And if I do that, I get it's 144. So that angle is 144 degrees. Okay. The third one. So the sum of its interior angle measures is what? And it's a convex polygon. So we meant the sum of the interior angles. Remember that formula is S is equal to n minus 2 times 180. And we just need to know how many sides there are. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sides. Okay? So it's a heptagon. So we're going to do 7 minus 2 times 180. Okay? And so 7 minus 2 is 5, and 5 times 180 is 900. So the sum of the interior angles of this shape is 900 degrees. Okay? And then let's go to example 4. Now you'll often see one like this, where you'll have things covered. So in the drawing, you have a regular polygon, and it's partially covered by a rectangle. And so we want to know the number of sides. So remember, in order to find the number of sides, and especially if we're given one inside angle, we need to figure out what that exterior angle is. So remember, the exterior angle will be here because this is a regular polygon. And so those form of that 135 and that x form a linear pair. So we're going to do 180 minus 135 to figure out what that exterior angle is. And 180 minus 135 is 45 degrees, okay? So now we know that all the exterior angles are 45 degrees and they have to add up to 360. So now we need to figure out, well, how many sides do we have? And so we'll do the 360 divided by the exterior angle degree measure. So we have 360 divided by 45 to see how many 45 degree angles we have. And if we do that, 360 divided by 45, we get 8 sides. So now I know this figure is an 8-sided polygon, or what we call an octagon. Okay? So if you're given the interior angle and you want to know the number of sides, you find the exterior and then take that exterior angle and do 360 divided by the exterior angle. The next problem. It says the floor plan for a modern home is modeled by the composite of the regular nonagon and a triangle shown. And we want to know, what is the measure of angle JKL? So really, we're trying to find this angle here, which is really two exterior angles put together. So we're going to kind of draw the line here. We got the exterior angle there of the nonagon, and then the exterior angle here of the triangle, okay? And since they're both regular, we should be able to figure this out. Okay, so first of all, we need to find the exterior angle of the regular nonagon. So to find the exterior angle of a regular nonagon, we're just going to do 360, because all the exterior angles have to add up to 360, divided by the number of sides. And so the number of sides for a nonagon is 9. So 360 divided by 9 is equal to 40 degrees. So now I know this angle here is 40 degrees. And now I need to find here. I need to find the exterior angle of the triangle. And so the exterior angles of a triangle add up to 360, and then there's 3 sides in that triangle. So that means each one of those exterior angles is 120 degrees. So now if we need to find the measure of JKL, we're going to do 40 plus the 120 and that's where we get 160 degrees. So anytime you have a composite shape and you're trying to find a big exterior angle of both shapes, just find the exterior angle of each one, add them together. All right, so example 6. The figure shows a pattern of triangles and regular hexagon. What is the value of x? So if they're telling you something about triangles and regular hexagons, you got to be able to pull information from both of those. So a regular hexagon, and that would help us, we could find some interior angles of that regular hexagon. And remember, a hexagon has 6 sides, correct? So if we're trying to find x right here, that interior angle here should be able to help us. So one interior angle of a regular hexagon, well, let's figure out what a hexagon should be. So we're going to do s is equal to 6 minus 2 times 180. And 6 minus 2 is 4 times 180 is 720. Okay, so all of the hexagon angles should add up to 720. And there's 6 of them that are equal. So we're going to divide that by 6. And we get each one is 120. So I know that this angle is 120. Okay? I can also see that this angle where we have x labeled and this angle where we have nothing labeled, they're going to be the same, and they add up to 180 with the 120, right? So then if we have 180 minus 120, we get 60. So we know this angle with the x and then the other one have to add up to 60, and they're the same. So we're going to do 60 divided by 2 equals 30, and so that makes x equal 30 degrees. All right, and that is it for polygons.